New tonight, we're taking a closer look at active shooter training offered at a Muncie public school.
Yeah, the program at Burris Laboratory School, a division of Ball State University, involves listening to 911 calls from the shooting at Columbine High School. News 8's Julia Deng spoke with the university officials and the creator of the program. Why was this audio used?
Well, Mike, according to a Ball State rep, that clip they played, which was under a minute long, is supposed to illustrate how things have changed since 1999. It's the part of the 911 call where you can hear the teacher telling students to hide.
I'm in the library.
This is a portion of the 911 call from Columbine, played for students at Burris Laboratory School. 420 students, grades 6 through 12, went through an active shooter training program on Tuesday. Administrators say the training was not a lockdown drill and was formatted more like a presentation. The program, titled Civilian Response to Active Shooter Events, or CRACE, was developed by a team called Alert, based in Texas. We talked to Executive Director Dr. Pete Blair.
We don't have that audio clip in the current version of the CRACE class. It sounds like this was from an older version of the class.
Blair told News 8 the training materials were updated about a year ago. He confirmed the current program doesn't involve 911 audio from Columbine or any other shooting. He did not elaborate on why that change was made. He says although Alert developed the program, it's up to instructors to determine what is appropriate for their audience.
We always tell our instructors that when they're going to teach a class, they have to do it in an age-appropriate manner.
A Burris lab mother said in a message to News 8 she wasn't notified ahead of time about the content of the active shooter training program and had no time to prep her child. She added she was uncomfortable with the Columbine audio because she's worried about the effect on her child and she feels it's disrespectful.
I would have been freaked out. That would have been pretty creepy to hear.
Jarrett Barker is a freshman at Ball State. Burris Lab is a division of the university. Jarrett says college students went through active shooter training too.
Yeah, today actually.
But they didn't listen to any 911 calls. Ball State officials issued a statement saying in part, it is unfortunate that schools across the country have to conduct this type of training, but it is their responsibility to educate and empower students on what to do in the event of an emergency. And it is unclear if Burris Lab has any plans to update their active shooter training. We reached out to their representatives tonight and didn't hear back. Live in the studio, Julia Deng, Wish TV, News 8.